G'day guys and welcome to Aussie English. My objective here is to teach you guys the English spoken down under. So whether you want to speak like a fair dinkum Aussie or you just want to understand what the flippin' hell we're on about when we're having a yarn, you've come to the right place. So sit back, grab a cuppa and enjoy Aussie English. G'day guys and welcome to this pronunciation episode of Aussie English, and in today's episode I'm going to show you the pronunciation shift of what do you and what are you both into Whadehya. So these sorts of pronunciation shifts happen because it becomes a lot quicker when we shift the pronunciation to make them more fluid. And so if I was to try and speak with someone and always enunciate really well and say every letter in every word as it was meant to be, like what do you, what are you, it takes a lot longer for me to pass the message that I'm trying to say across than if I were to say Whadehya, Whadehya. So the first one, what do you, I'm going to show you how this shifts in 4 examples. And I'll say it in the correct, proper, well-enunciated English first, and then in the sped-up sort of change in pronunciation that I would say when speaking with other native speakers. So what do you do becomes what do you do? What do you mean becomes what do you mean? What do you think becomes what do you think? And what do you want becomes what do you want? And so you'll notice there that because we use the auxiliary verb do in that case between what and you, what do you, after you have the verb. So do, mean, think, or want. So I'll go through these again. What do you do becomes what do you do? What do you mean becomes what do you mean? What do you think becomes what do you think? And what do you want becomes what do you want? What do you do? What do you mean? What do you think? What do you want? See how easy that is for me to say? Whereas if I was to really enunciate, what do you do? What do you mean? What do you think? What do you want? It takes a lot longer for me to say those same phrases. So that's why we have that pronunciation shift. The next one I want to show you is where we say the same thing in that pronunciation shift and it sounds almost identical, if not identical to what do you, what are you, what are you becomes what are you. So it's still that same sound. And in this case, I'll read out 4 or 5 of these and how they change afterwards. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What are you watching? What are you watching? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? So I'm going to read these 5 examples out using the well-enunciated example first and then how it changes in pronunciation afterwards. So we'll do that a few times. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What are you watching? What are you watching? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? And so you'll probably even notice yourself when you change your own pronunciation when saying these phrases that it becomes a lot easier and a lot quicker for you to say these phrases. So what are you doing? Changing to what are you doing? Becomes so much easier for me to say and quickly. What are you doing? What are you doing? And so in this case, compared to the previous one, you'll notice that the verb is the present continuous. So because we're using are in there between what and you, what are you, the verb afterwards ends in ing. And so that would be when speaking, how most native people are going to know the difference between what do you and what are you, even though it sounds exactly the same as Whadehya, because of how the verb sounds after Whadehya. So if I hear what do you do, I know that instantly I know it's what do you do. Whereas if I hear what are you doing, I know that it's what are you doing. So that's how you'll learn to sort of hear the differences. So don't worry too much about not being able to, or not having to say anything different between what do you and what are you when you say Whadehya. So these things all end with the ing verb after Whadehya in this case. And so you'll hear the doing, thinking about, watching, waiting for. And I might mention there too, you probably heard when I said doing, thinking, watching, waiting, and looking, I pronounce them all without the G. I say doing, thinking, watching, waiting, looking. So again, this is just my pronunciation shift when I speak incredibly quickly. And so let's go over some exercises for this one, guys. And firstly, we'll just go over Whadehya, and you guys can repeat after me. Whadehya, 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 Whadehya. So let's do this exercise, guys, where I say the proper English phrase and you're meant to change it into the sped up pronunciation shift version. And then I'll repeat the pronunciation shift one as well so that you can tell whether or not you got it right. So let's go. What do you do? What do you do? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you think? What do you think? What do you want? What do you want? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What are you watching? What are you watching? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? So that's the episode for today, guys. I hope you like it. I hope it helps. Keep practicing these things and don't worry too much about memorizing them off by heart. It's the kind of thing where if you repeat it and practice these things often enough, it will just happen naturally over time. So before you know it, you listen to this episode, you do the exercise a few times, and then when you go out and you're speaking English with people, you'll be saying, what do you think? What are you doing? All those sorts of things before you even know it. You won't even realize. It'll just become second nature. It'll become natural. So until next time, guys, have a good one. Thanks for listening to the Aussie English podcast, guys. If you haven't already, please come and join the community on Facebook at www.facebook.com/the Aussie English podcast, where I make daily posts about anything and everything related to Australia. Also, if you're enjoying the podcast, then please leave a review on iTunes or Stitcher or whichever platform you're listening to it through, as it'll help the podcast grow. Thanks again, guys, and enjoy your day.